What is going on, you guys? Theo here with the big review, back yet again with another King of Fighters video, and today is the day. I know we were all extremely bummed yesterday that the King of Fighters 15 trailer was delayed for whatever reason. Who cares? We have our first official leaks for the game. If you guys have not already done so, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. It helps me out a ton as a new YouTuber. So let's get straight into this because this is so exciting. If you can't tell, I am pumped. So we're going to get into, we got several leaks with several images of different characters. We'll move on to Kyo here in a second. I can't even talk right now, I'm so excited. But this is our first look at the art style and the new art direction for the franchise, starting with King of Fighters 15. And I know that I'm hard on 3D graphics with this franchise, but this looks so good. This looks like the perfect blend right now of kind of a cell shading almost type of look, almost like an anime type style with King of Fighters, and it looks great. So here's Kyo in all his glory. Some people I know think that maybe these are from King of Fighters 14. I don't know what they're thinking. These are not from King of Fighters 14. Now, as far as how these got out there, I will link the article in the description below, but it looks like a website that may have gotten some early promo material for the game might have mistakenly posted these images, and then all of a sudden the floodgates opened up on Twitter, and here we are with a ton of new images. So this is obviously, like I said, this is Kyo for King of Fighters 15. He looks great, but the next one we're going to look at is Shuni, and he looks phenomenal as well. He's looking a lot more buff, but that is actually something that we had kind of observed with the sketches that they had put out there with that first teaser that they released a little while ago. So yeah, he is looking so good. If you guys did not see my video as far as the top 5 fests that I want to see in 2021 for King of Fighters All-Star, I actually put him on the list for those of you who do not play that game. He is not in the game yet, and I would love to see him in there. I'm actually a bit of a fan of his. So yeah, he is looking great, definitely looking a lot more grown up, so I'm wondering kind of what the time period is between games here, but he looks great. So could just be an art direction change that they made for him, who knows, but might not be anything, but it looks great, and I'm very excited to see what they bring with him. I think that graphically his style with his fighting style looks very good, especially for graphics like this, but we're going to go ahead and move on to our first photo of one of the ladies, and that is going to be of Mai herself. And as you can see, she looks fantastic with the new art direction, looking very, very good. Looks like we're in some sort of beach setting with this map, but yeah, she looks great. Overall, all the characters look really, really good. Now, I don't know what SNK plans on doing at this point, because now it turns into a situation where do they just go ahead and drop the trailer? What was the reason for the trailer being withheld in the first place? There are some people speculating that it has to do with the new lockdowns going into effect in Japan due to the pandemic, so who knows what's going on. This could easily be a calculated move on their part to where they just kind of put these out there. They'll never admit that, but to maybe get people a little excited and tide them over before the release of the trailer, because it was pushed back yet again. So there is every chance that this could be more of a mistake, not a mistake situation, but who knows, who cares? We've got the images, so let's go ahead now. We'll take a look at Leona and see how she's looking with the new graphics, and she looks pretty good. The hand looks a little weird to me. I'm not sure what's going on there, but her face looks great. Everything about this image, the map looks really good. So one of the more impressive background images, I think, was with Kyo being able to kind of see the arena. It looks like there's a lot of depth there, and I can definitely see, you can tell from these images that they put a lot of effort into this, and you can kind of tell, at least by comparison to the first images and first footage we saw of the previous installment to the franchise, and we all remember how much of a meltdown that we all had over that. So it's definitely nice to be able to see this footage, or at least these images, and know that the graphics are at least probably not going to be much of an issue. Obviously, time will tell, but I'm very excited to see what they can do with some of the effects for some of the characters' attacks. But now we see Benimaru, and he's also looking really good. I'm enjoying the kind of costume design here. His hair looks like it might have been toned down just a little bit. Not as Marge Simpson as normal, but but Benny's looking great. Again, the background does have quite a bit of depth to it. I like that kind of skyline there, so you can tell that they're using, that definitely would assume that this is probably on a PS5 or at least on a PC. But yeah, it's looking really, really nice, and I'm very happy with the way these are turning out. All the characters look great, and honestly, out of all of these images, the one that got me the most excited is the one we're about to get into, because I don't know, maybe it's just the pose, maybe it's just kind of what's going on in the image, but it's going to be Kay, and it looks great. I'm definitely, like I said, excited to see what they can do with some of the style, with the animations for the different attacks for the different characters. That ought to be really cool with the next gen technology, especially with the direction they're going with the art design here. So I think that this should make most people happy. Of course, there's going to be purists out there that don't want them to stray too far away from the 2D roots and would prefer more of a classical look to things. But as much as I would like to say I'm firmly in that camp, I will say that these look really great. You can even see some texture up there in his shoulder on his jacket. It just looks really, really well done. So overall, I'm very excited for this. I think everybody has a lot to look forward to in 2021 from this game. I think that they definitely hurt us originally with KOF 14, and they know that they need to learn from their mistakes and make us all happy. But I'm curious to see what you guys think. Are you excited? Do you think this looks as good as I do, or am I just on the hype train and need to find a way to slow it down a little bit and hit the brakes? But either way, guys, let me know in the comment section down below. I will make sure to bring you all the updates as they come through, but I appreciate all of you so much. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.
Continue.